Hey Capricorn, Mel, intuitive coach here, excited to bring in your love reading for October 2025. Today's session is all about love in all its forms, including self-love, whether you are single or in a relationship. We know that the love we cultivate within ourselves sets the tone for every connection in our lives. So today, Capricorn, I invite you to fall in love with yourself. I want to guide you in exploring both your inner world by addressing any challenges and blockages so that love can flow freely into your outer world and into every relationship you touch. So let's dive in here and take a look at what it is that you are cultivating. You have the 8 of Coins at the bottom of the deck. This tells me that you have been undergoing some major work, major self-development here. Whether you are single, you have been applying a lot of energy towards your own healing, your own personal growth. And if you have been connecting with another here, it feels like you have been trying to work things out. You've been trying to figure out how to get out of a rut, if you will. The 8 of Pentacles is also the energy of experimenting, trying out new things, because you know what doesn't work because you've tried it and it hasn't worked, right? So it's you opening up to new energies and coming up with new solutions here to become a better version of yourself, to become better in relationships. So you're not afraid to put in the work here. Now let's dive in, Capricorn, and take a look at the spiritual messages showing up for you. You have receive. Be open to receiving all the things that you desire, want, and need. You are worthy of receiving because receiving is fun, right? Magic happens when you let go of needing to control. Some of you may be struggling with things that are outside of your control. And I feel like you have been working on staying in your own lane, focusing on your own thoughts, your own emotions, your own healing, instead of deviating into energies that may be outside of you. I feel like you are saying, okay, this is my path, and whatever is going on external, I can create that security and safety and peace within myself, that no matter what shows up externally, I am going to be all right. And I see that you are open to receiving love in all forms. You are showing up here as the divine feminine, regardless if you are male or female. This is, again, receptivity. Masculine is about action. Feminine is about receiving. And it says here, the Queen, she never apologizes for her light. She gives permission for others to do the same. You are divine. You were made for this life, and now is the time to fully shine and show up. It's time to live the life that you are meant to live. It is time to own your power here and integrate some of the challenges and lessons that you have learned and apply them into your present reality here. You have divine soul. Your energy itself is enough to create worlds and move mountains. It's time to shine your light. It's time to rise. So you have numerous energy here that is reminding you of how powerful you are. It's time to step fully into the god or goddess that you were born to be. Own it. Own this time of your life, Capricorn, because there are some big transformational shifts, completions that are phasing out of your life as you prepare to put yourself out there. You are ready. And I feel like you've gone through a period of pause. You've gone through a period where you felt stuck. Perhaps there's been a delay, because you're showing up here with the Hanged Man. This is your current energy, the energy that you are in at this time, between you and another or within your own self. You feel like you have been hanging around waiting for change to happen, but this is about you becoming the change that you wish to see. It's time to look at things from a new point of view, a new angle, because you are not someone who is going to wait around for someone to choose you. You're not going to wait around for external energies to come in, because that's not going to bring you the happiness that you seek. Happiness is internal. And when you are enjoying the life that you are living, then you're able to see it flowing out into your outer world. And if there's been any sort of external energies that have stymied your happiness or success, it feels like you're reprioritizing here. You're taking a look and saying, what truly matters? What is worth investing my time and my heart and my energy into? You are wanting to align with a better life. I'm getting the sun here, even though I don't see the sun quite yet. Yeah, you have the 9 of Cups. I'll take that. Look at the 9 of Cups here. She's in the bathtub. She's living her best life. So this is an energy of emotional fulfillment, contentment, spiritually being aligned. So this is about you creating and initiating change by putting in the effort to become the best version of yourself. And sometimes you may say, Mel, I feel stuck, or I don't have the time for that, or I don't know how to do the work here. I don't know how to move forward here. But I feel like you absolutely do. You have this hidden gem within you. Your energy itself is enough to create worlds. It's enough to move mountains. But sometimes we forget how powerful we are. We lack the confidence to move forward. And I feel like that is the biggest flex here. So taking a look at something from a new angle and surrendering and releasing and letting go of old, outdated beliefs, this is the awakening here. This is the energy and the momentum or movement building for you, Capricorn. So what's the challenge? What's the block? What is preventing love from flowing freely within you? Judgment. This can be judgment upon oneself. It can be that you have been unable at times to let things go, which can breed resentment. It can breed envy and jealousy. It can breed comparison and anger even. When we hang on to things that we are not meant to hang on to forever, it can manifest within the body as stressors, as signals, as physical manifestations here of pain. And I see with the judgment, you are releasing that judgment of self. You're releasing fear, because fear is a liar. You are going through a rebirth, because the judgment is a spiritual rebirth. This is about redemption. It's about your life's purpose and being in alignment with what is truly meant for you. You've gone through the trials and tribulations, Capricorn. You've gone through life's hard knocks, but this is the passage. This is the gateway, and you are being asked to walk through it. Now, sometimes this can be about second chances. So it feels like there is a second chance here in love, whether it's with someone that you've already connected with, or it could be love after loss. Perhaps you've been widowed. Perhaps you have gone through a divorce or a separation here, and you are opening up to the concept of love. And maybe that was something you didn't always see. In the past, you may have thought, I'm never going to allow that to take place, or I'm not going to fall in love here. I'm not going to get married. Or, we have certain perceptions based on what we are going through. And we tell ourselves certain stories based on the pain that we have endured or the challenges or struggles that we're going through. But it feels like you're letting go of the lies. You're letting go of a structured energy, and you're opening up to more expansion. And that's why the judgment is here, offering up this rebirth. You see this beautiful redhead here in the background that's offering up her hand, and she's saying, we got this. And I feel like you are your biggest cheerleader at this time. You have help. You have support. You have loved ones in spirit who are cheerleading you, guiding you to come back home to self, to remember your worth. Now, what is your inner truth? What truth about yourself do you need to see more clearly? You have the world. That success and accomplishment are yours. Some of you have felt like gratification has been delayed. Perhaps there's been a long journey that you have endured, but there's freedom here, Capricorn. There's enlightenment. This is victory. The world is your oyster. And this is about you receiving, right? Remembering the queen or the king that you are. You're someone who's not going to apologize for your light. You're giving permission for others to do the same. As this energy says above here, you are divine. You were made for this life. You are fully showing up in all of your glory. That is what your inner truth is guiding you to see more clearly. Now, what is the external influence here? Now, I love the 9 of Cups showing up as the external vibe because this tells me that you have done a lot of reflecting. Perhaps you're currently taking a look at any area, any relationship in matters of the heart where you're feeling dissatisfied or you're feeling restless. And you're saying, what can I do to fix this? Because you're a fixer. You are someone who's constantly learning, someone who's constantly growing, and you want to be a better version of yourself. You want your relationships to be stronger. You are someone who wants to put in the effort. And I feel like you also are taking some necessary time for yourself because you can't pour from an empty cup. This means that you may be drawing some beautiful leisurely baths with essential oils and soaking for an hour on end. You may be allowing yourself to read that book, allowing yourself to receive the blessings that are available all around you and within you. The 9 of Cups here is an energy of feeling good with yourself, good with life, feeling at peace, feeling satisfied. And even if it means that you're spending some time with yourself, that's what it may take for you to finally feel rested and rejuvenated. So for some of you, this Hanged Man energy was actually very important. It was something that you may have needed in your life. You may have needed this time to reflect, to maybe get out in nature and go hiking, or take some time removing yourself from a situation or a relationship so you could get in touch with your soul self and ask, what do I need at this time? What is going to bring me peace? And what solutions can I come up with? But first, what do I need? What does my body need? And you are taking care of yourself, maybe staying hydrated, focusing on eating healthier, more delicious foods. You may be taking classes or courses or workshops that help reduce anxiety, that help you get to know yourself. I'm getting somatic healing for many of you. And you may even be getting a good massage. Perhaps you're getting energy work done. And indulging in the things that do bring you peace, connecting with friendships and family members who uplift you instead of feeling like you are being judged, instead of judging yourself because you're taking some time out or because you're taking a break. That's what's shifting here for you. Now, what are the hopes and fears? 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands as a hope is a renewed sense of determination because this is the wounded warrior. The 9 of Wands has gone through a lot. You see that mom in the background? She's having a screaming match with her toddler because life is stressful. Parenting is stressful. Working is stressful. We have these stressors in our lives, but we also have the tools to be able to deal with stress. And this is about taking a break. Many of you have a lot of responsibilities here that you are trying to uphold. And I see here your hope is to have this bravery within you that's reignited to overcome the external hurdles. And you absolutely will persevere. This is perseverance through your spiritual strength, leaning into your higher power here and trusting that, yes, life has its highs and lows, but you are protected. You're not alone. And I feel like you are moving into an energy of completion. 9s are completion. The world is completion. So yes, this has been maybe a heavy chapter of your life that you've gone through, Capricorn. Some of you may have even been lacking sleep or lacking the time, the space to just be able to take a time out, take a rest. And I feel like this next era, this next chapter of your life that you are moving into, it feels like things are starting to, I don't want to say slow down, but simplify. right? Simplicity here. And maybe that's what you want. You want to be able to spend time with your family instead of, everybody being on edge, everybody being on alert. You may want to spend time focusing on the activities that do fulfill you. You want to spend time, putting yourself out there in ways that connect you to other energies. If you are single, allowing yourself to have that time and that space to meet new people. And if you are in a current relationship, I feel like there's a judgment call being made. Is this enhancing my life? Is this relationship helping? Is it something that we both want to grow? We both want to work on? Or is there only one of us working on it? And am I the one that's carrying all the heavy burdens, the heavy load? And if so, that's where the adjustments need to be made. So what is the guidance here? What action or shift will open your heart and nurture greater self-love? Well, this is the action card. So it is taking action, because right now, Hanged Man energy, we do see receive. We have this feminine energy. So we see that you're open to change. So now the Knight of Swords comes in here and says, don't make any impulsive, rash decisions, but after clearly thinking things through, which that's why the Hanged Man is here. It's giving you time, to pause. It's giving you time to look at things from different angles, different perspectives. And once you feel clear, this is that divine soul showing up. This is that energy of shining your light and rising and stepping fully into that god or goddess that you are meant to be. You're owning it here by saying, this is the direction I want to go. My mind is shifting and I am going to take action. Because the Knight of Swords is a clear communicator. So it could be getting clear on your communication, saying what you mean, asking for what you need, and delivering, saying, this is what I need from you. Or can you help me with this? Instead of expecting people to read your mind or creating that bitterness or that resentment because you feel like someone is not helping you when you wish they would. Communication could be something that you or maybe a partner has struggled with. And when this Knight of Swords shows up, this is about you charging ahead with intellect and using your voice to be expressive, not using the voice in a degrading way, right? Not using the voice to cut, but using the voice to create, using the voice to expand. And I feel like that's what's important here. Now, for those of you that are single, this is about connecting with someone, making the first move, asking some questions, asking someone out on a date, saying hello, sending that message, whatever it is here that you are being guided to do. This woman, right? It's a woman riding the horse here, and she is in her divine feminine, but she's also charging ahead. So there's a balance here of masculine and feminine energies that are coming into play. Now let's look at another action step that you can take here, Capricorn, to help you nurture greater self-love. What is another action step? The dreamer inside of you will teach you everything. You are here to discover your purpose and set yourself free. You were made to feel what it feels like to soar with the eagles high in the sky, which is interesting because this is, an air sign, the Knight of Swords. This is your action. Visualize your dream. Be as clear as you can. Imagine every detail, feeling, etc. Imagine it fully in your mind until you can actually feel it as if it were already real now. And then your mantra, when I tap into the feeling of your dream, or when I tap into the feeling of my dream, I can experience it as if it were real now. Tapping into the feeling brings me closer and closer to my dream. I'm also getting here emotional freedom tapping. EFT, is it called? Emotional freedom tapping. So some of you may be familiar with that, where you do the tapping on the heart chakra, tapping on shoulders, the face. There's different areas. You can look it up online. Some of you may have started tapping, but then you didn't stay consistent with it. But I do see that being beneficial here, especially as you are releasing old patterns and integrating this new vision here, because the dreamer inside of you is ready to be awakened. All right, visualize and use that tapping. That's something physical, a ritual that you can do that can help you activate some of this movement. And once you decide it, take action towards it instead of doubting or second guessing what it is that you have chosen. All right, so your outcome. How will this inner work shape the love that flows into your outer world? 8 of Wands. It is going to bring in speedy progress, speedy momentum, communication here. The 8 of Wands is about movement. So it's going to get things moving here. You know, if you take these action steps, if you take time out for you, if you get clear on what you want and take a step closer in that direction, things are going to pick up pace. And this is the fastest, second fastest moving energy in tarot. And you see that the dress that she's wearing has sunflowers on it. And I thought I said earlier that I was picking up on the sun. I don't know if I mentioned that for you or not, but yeah, with that 9 of Cups, and there's the sunflowers. So I definitely feel like there's great times ahead for you. You may be exploring more happiness and more abundance in your life. And some of you could even be traveling, moving, or relocating. But one thing I do want to mention here, you are a spiritual being, right? Having this human experience, which means that you have this insider energy where you can pick up on the energies of others, and you may heal and grow and evolve at a faster pace than others. And sometimes that can be frustrating. And I see that you want to take everybody with you. If you see there, she's holding the hand of someone, but they're not quite up in her energy. You know, she is the solo one here that's moving forward. So sometimes there are people that they are not as fast on their healing journey, and you may have to let go of expectations, you know, if you want to collaborate, if you want to come together, because patience is key. If you see here on this 8 of Pentacles, maybe you've struggled with addiction, because I see the empty bottles. I see the cupcakes here. Perhaps you have tried to help someone in your life and it's felt short or fell short here. Maybe you've given someone chance after chance to redeem themselves in some way. And I feel like you have to protect your own peace by setting boundaries, whatever that may look like and feel for you. But I see that once you embody the version of you that you are meant to fully become, right? The you that doesn't apologize for your light, the you that also gives permission for others to show up in whatever way, whatever timing, however they need to show up, without dictating, without, you know, saying this is who you have to be, or controlling, right? Sometimes it can be a control piece even. We were letting go of that with the Hanged Man. This is about forward progress, and you're going to realize that you are elevating. And I see communication coming in and a beautiful energy of alignment taking place here for you. Now, the world is Capricorn season here. We have Capricorn, I mean, this is you, December, January, so that's what's showing up. It feels like this is unraveling for you over the next few months. And as we move into even Scorpio season here, okay, Scorpio season is actually at the end of October. So this is happening here for you sooner rather than later. And by Capricorn season, you will see the expansion taking place in your life. And we have Pisces energy here as well, which is February and March. You could be in a very, very favorable connection or union, or you are at a space within your own self-love process that feels very, very rich and rewarding. I'm loving this for you. Now let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. Okay. It almost felt like your cards, like 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you noticed, but third time's a charm, like third one. Some of you could be seeing threes, 3 months. Something could be playing out for you over the next 3 months, which would land us in that Capricorn season. But I see there's a lot of resets, a lot of, spreading of the wings here. You are fully showing up. You have a deep knowing within you. And I was just talking about this, right? You have this spiritual part of you, this intuitive part, which we all have, but we don't always all, act on it. We don't always listen to our intuitive hits. We don't always tune in to the energies of what's around us, even though it's available. We all have access to that wellspring of knowledge. And I feel like you realize that there's this deep inner knowing that is telling you something beautiful is unfolding for you. And if you know that as your truth, declare it. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know that there's something beautiful unfolding in your life. Trust in the unknown. Let go of what you cannot control. Pay attention to your dreams. Journal your dreams. Write things down. I'm also getting here visioning or creating a vision board. Some of you have a vision board and you're starting to see your vision come to life in your reality, especially around love, especially in matters of the heart. All right, Capricorn, let's get a message from your crystal spirits. And at this time, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale through the nose. Hold it for the count of 3, 2, 1, and release through the mouth with a nice deep sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be a crystal that you are familiar with and maybe even know the name of. Your gemstone could show up as a specific shape, size, or color. Your crystal could be giving off frequencies of unconditional love, strength, guidance, or healing. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal, whether it's the shape, the size, the color, the name, drop it below. And if you have more than one, drop them all below into the comment section. I will enter you into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of the month and post right back here on the channel. So be sure that you hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, we have here lithium quartz. Number 33. Oh my goodness, third time's a charm. There's your double 3 showing up. So pay attention. 3 months from now, the 3rd of the month, the 13th, okay? 13th can be a lucky number. Maybe some of you are born on the 3rd. You could be in a life path number 3 or a personal year number 3. This is about peacefulness, joyful interconnectedness, harmoniousness. Peacefulness in partnerships come from being willing to trust that there is more than one day to make things happen, more than one way to think or act. Just as in nature, you can partner with another who brings strengths to places where you are weak, even as you do the same. We are meant to support each other in our healing and growth, balancing each other, which is why opposites so often attract. Let yourself appreciate the harmoniousness that arises when you allow yourself to be different from others, yet unified in love and joyful interconnectedness. So lithium quartz can be used, Capricorn, in meditation to release attachments to a specific outcome, or even just held in the hand to calm frayed nerves. Having one on the nightstand or tucked into a pillowcase can assist those who have difficulty sleeping due to an overactive mind. And I think I mentioned earlier, some of you may struggle at times with sleep or perhaps anxiety. And I see here that you are creating peace by letting go of old fears, maybe even lack of mentality of some way. Getting clear about what it is that you want. Lithium quartz adds this extra burst of fire energy. And I feel like you are reigniting. That's that 9 of Wands, right? Reigniting something deep within you, that bravery, that perseverance, but it's through spiritual strength. The Wands is fire, and I see that you're getting clear about who you are and the energy that you are embracing, the energy that you are stepping into. So that is what I have for your love reading for October 2025. If you enjoyed the reading, please give it a thumbs up, Capricorn, or share it with someone who may benefit from this message. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find that information in the description box below or by visiting intuitivesoulcoach.com.